Pulse rifles have always been that one weapon type that has competed in pretty much every meta we've had, and with Into the Light on April 9th, they're even seeing a buff. With the same style as last time, we have 5 pulse rifles that I not only think are good, but are quite easily accessible, making them must-haves for your loadout. Now, I'm not a pulse rifle connoisseur or anything, but be sure to yell at me if I missed any. Without further ado though, let's start with a classic. No Time to Explain. A kinetic 340 RPM pulse rifle that is easily one of the strongest in the game with its exotic traits, Rewind Again and Time Slip, allowing you to get an Arc Soul-like orb to shoot enemies at with 10 times Rewind Again stacks. These are acquired by simply hitting crit shots or by hitting slowed or frozen targets. This weapon not only has a crazy range of 36.13 meters, but its TTK at base is 0.6 seconds, meaning you can 2-burst at any resilience if you hit all crits. The way to get this is by just completing the Beyond Light campaign, and Elsie Bray will give it to you. Up next on this list is going to be Peace of Mind, the rapid-fire 540 RPM kinetic pulse rifle, which is acquired from doing the Vox Obscura exotic mission when it is in rotation. Not only has this thing been amazing since its launch, but it's also getting a pretty solid buff come Into the Light. Rapid fires are receiving a 3.5% body shot damage increase and a 1% crit damage increase. My ideal role on this will be the following: Hammerforged, ricochet rounds, perpetual motion, moving target, and a range masterwork. This will give you a range stat of 56, equaling 34.34 meters of total range while ADS. Third, we are going with one of the best and most used pulses in the game, the Messenger. This 340 RPM kinetic pulse rifle is acquired from Trials, and you don't even need the Adept version to have an absolute beast. My ideal role on this will be Arrowhead Break, ricochet rounds, rapid hit, and Headseeker with a range masterwork. If you have the Adept version, adding on Adept handling or counterbalance would be great here. This build gives you a range set of 81, which equals out to 37.53 meters of range. And since it's a 340, it has the ability to 2-burst with all crits at any resil, and with that kind of range, it's no wonder this is one of the most used in the game. Fourth on this list, we have Syncopation 53, a Stasis 390 adaptive frame pulse rifle acquired from focusing engrams at Banshee and is craftable. This frame is receiving the second highest buff from the April 9th update, with it getting a 5% body shot damage increase and a 2% crit damage increase. My role I would go for is going to be Hammerforged, ricochet rounds, Zen Moment, Headseeker with a range masterwork. This role will give you a range stat of 71, totaling up to 36.25 meters of range. Finally, the fifth weapon we have here is the BXR-55 Battler, the only legacy PR-55 frame in the game, acquired from Xur and is craftable. Everyone loves this thing. It's such a fun and unique weapon to use while still being quite strong. My role that I like on this is Hammerforged, ricochet rounds, Killing Wind, Kill Clip, and a range masterwork. This gives you a range stat of 75, coming in at 36.76 meters of range. With a base TTK of 0.87 seconds, it competes quite well, and adding in Kill Clip, you can do some work with it. Finishing off with our sleeper pick, I went with one that pleasantly surprised me at Horritive, the Solar 390 RPM adaptive frame, which was just introduced in Season of the Wish and is acquired from Riven, while also being craftable. My perfect role in this might actually differ from what other people like, and that's okay. You can make these however you like. I'm just simply giving suggestions. I like Hammerforged, ricochet rounds, Heel Clip, Golden Tricorn, and a range masterwork on this. This build gives you a range stat of 66, coming in at 35.61 meters of range. Golden Tricorn times 1 on this weapon makes the TTK a 2-burst for 0.6 seconds, and if you get Golden Tricorn times 2, you can almost 1-burst, coming in at a 0.53 second TTK, but if you add in Radiant, it becomes a 0.47 second TTK, with you only needing 4 crits at any resil. Pulses are always going to be a viable pick, and to be honest, there's so many more than what's on this list. If you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed, dropping a like and subscription to the channel helps me out a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to go also check out my TikTok for short form content and my Twitch for live streaming content, where all this gameplay was recorded. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.